I think you know that I feel very strongly that we should show greater respect to the men and women of our armed forces. That's why Noel's HQ supported George Cross holder Matt Croucher and the charity Troop Aid, and why last week I felt so strongly about the plight of Joe Townsend, who lost both legs in Afghanistan, but was still not regarded as an exceptional case by his local council planners. Just before we tell you the latest on Joe's story, I'd like to pay tribute also to the people of Wootton Bassett in Wiltshire. When the bodies of our fallen heroes are brought back home, many arrive at RAF Lynham, and the funeral cortege passes down the main road through nearby Wootton Bassett. Each time, the townspeople of Wootton Bassett line the main street in an act of silent respect and remembrance. It's one small town's spontaneous expression of a nation's gratitude. And now, ex-para George Ryan is asking for support to rename the street the Highway for Heroes. Let's hear it for Wootton Bassett. Thank you. Thank you, the people of Wootton Bassett. And so to the story that we highlighted last week and about which I got so passionate because I sensed an appalling injustice. Joe Townsend lost both his legs while serving our country in Afghanistan and then faced a bureaucratic nightmare when his grandparents tried to get consent to build a specially adapted bungalow on spare land they owned. Now, it's important to appreciate they were going to fund the building themselves. They just wanted planning permission. Wealden District Council said no and appeared to have thrown all common sense out of the window. And if I appeared angry last week, I certainly was not alone.
Monday morning, the phone just never stopped. All the television programmes wanted interviews.
It's just extremely exciting to think that we might be getting somewhere at last.
We've the Prime Minister on our side, and I thought, well, if he can't help us, who can? But we're hearing different tales. Nobody from the council have sort of indicated that they might not. On one hand, we've heard that it's going to get overturned, and now we hear that it may still be turned down.
Everything's just sort of quite a muddle. Emotions are running high and low, so...
It's beginning to tell a little now. I just hope we can get it... I'm sorry. I just hope we can get something sorted, and I don't know how long Linda and I can just go on with all this.
Wealden District Council held a meeting with Joe's family to discuss the plans. Our cameras were not allowed inside, so we had to wait with the national press in the hope of a positive outcome.
We have actually reached, in principle, an agreement about what could be built, and I think a very suitable solution has been come to agreement.
And then a hero comes along with the strength to care.
I'm very emotional now. It's just brilliant. I've just spoken to Joe, and he's absolutely delighted.
I also want to thank Noel Edmonds because he really did push this forward.
It means he can start to rebuild his life. He's also thinking about getting back to work, and it's just going to be wonderful for him.
So, call me a cynic if you want, but maybe I'm a realist. A suitable solution, what's that mean?
Well, we've come to an agreement now where they're going to extend the boundaries of our garden, and we're going to move the bungalow from where we were going to have it further over, right, so it comes within the boundary of our garden.
Because last week we showed that, and then we, from a helicopter, showed where it would be.
Yes.
So it's just a small move, is it?
Yes.
And is that acceptable to you?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. It's a good move.
And what happens? Is that a yes, or do you have to resubmit plans?
Well, we're just submitting, which they should have already had them by now, and they were going to deal with them by return.
You know I'm going to keep pushing this until you get that consent.
Yes.
Do you think it's now going to happen? Is that bungalow on?
Definitely, yes.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Definitely. Definitely on. And now this is an important moment for me because Joe has had major surgery. For obvious reasons, he couldn't be here, but I believe he's on the line now. Hello, Joe.
Hello, Noel.
Hello. A real pleasure and privilege to talk to you, Joe. I understand that you're not giving any other interviews, so I'm so grateful that you are prepared to talk to us live on Sky One. What does this mean to you now, the fact that this is going to go ahead?
I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, sort of everything that's happened and everything sort of, well, it's all sort of coming round together now. And it just shows, well, everything that everyone's done for us. It's shown the support from the country and from everyone. It's absolutely brilliant. I just want to thank everybody so much.
Joe, do you have any idea just how much support there is for you and your family? Have you got a sense of it?
I mean, I can only see what's written down on paper. I mean, with regards to the Facebook group and obviously going through the press and obviously on the programme. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's great for me and for the other men and women who are in similar situations to me and out fighting wars. Just shows the support the country's backing them with.
Right. Joe, I appreciate you're not going to be able to see this next bit of the show, but I hope you will be able to see it very, very soon, because, honestly, once we started talking about this story, not only did we generate quite a bit of anger, as you know, but the support that has flowed in is just literally incredible. I think you are going to find the building of that bungalow remarkably straightforward. Just to start with, hundreds of hours of professional tradesmen's craft has been pledged to help you with the construction. But Connie, tell us the rest, because it is remarkable.
And that is just the tip of the iceberg.
Wait for this. Wait, this is incredible.
This is truly something. Many people and companies were compelled to pledge donations, and so it's because of that you're going to have a roof courtesy of Donaldson Roof Trusses. We've got window fitters that are going to supply the whole house with specialist UPVC windows. It's going to be very warm in that house. You can have any paint you want. Choose the whole colour scheme of the whole place. You'll be able to choose the bathroom suite of your dreams. We've got appliances for your kitchen. Even the smaller details have been catered for, such as kettles and toasters. It's going to be a house made to your dreams. We've thought of everything. As it's a new build, there'll even be home warranty insurance, bespoke furniture so you can kit out the bedroom to your dreams. It's going to be a top-notch home to your specification. Everything, handrails, ramps, and all the machinery, the JCBs. Building a house is such a big project.
I just want to underline, we didn't ask for any of this. The family didn't ask for any of this. Joe, are you still there? Have you heard all this?
I'm a little bit gobsmacked.
I'm not surprised. It really does underline there are some extraordinary people out there.
Electricians, plumbers, they're giving up their time to help to build this house on their weekends. They'll be making this house for you.
Please, I think this story says it all. Let's stop talking about broken Britain. We just got one or two other things to fix. The heart of Britain is there. This story has totally proved it. Joe, we wish you well. We send love from NHQ. After the break, the climax of the Big Band Challenge, in which I asked you to donate